I want to tell you my story today. And I hope you like it, because it happened to me. Comment on whether you knew this story. I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel and comment on your experience about my story.
In the Bible, there are some references to eunuchs, who were castrated men who often held important positions in ancient societies such as Egypt and Assyria. Do you know some of the main eunuchs mentioned in the Bible? Did you know these men were eunuchs? This is the story of Potiphar. Even some translations of the Bible in Portuguese refer to Potiphar exactly like this, as Pharaoh's eunuch. However, scholars explain that the more general and ancient meaning of this word indicated a courtier, i.e., an officer of the court. Potiphar was an Egyptian official and eunuch of the house of Pharaoh. He bought Joseph, Jacob's son, as a slave and placed him as the steward of his house. The story of Joseph and Potiphar is narrated in Genesis 39. Ebed-melech was an Ethiopian eunuch who served King Zedekiah of Judah. He played an important role in interceding for the prophet Jeremiah, for he was condemned to death in a mud pit, as described in Jeremiah 38. Eunuch of Candace. The Ethiopian eunuch is a character mentioned in Acts of the Apostles, 8:26-40, who converted under the ministry of Philip the evangelist. He held a position of influence in the court of Ethiopia, meaning he was a high official, royal treasurer of Queen Candace. Daniel and his friends. Although they are not explicitly called eunuchs, Daniel and his friends Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego were taken from their homeland and served at the court of King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. They were castrated or subjected to similar physical changes to serve in the palace, which was a common practice at that time. These are some of the eunuchs mentioned in the Bible, but it is important to note that castration and the function of eunuchs varied from culture to culture and over time, and not all of the characters mentioned above are described in detail as eunuchs. Their stories are significant in diverse biblical and social contexts. If you liked our video, comment on whether you knew the eunuchs. And be sure to subscribe to our channel.